Hello everybody, I am Zduke, and welcome to a random video, because I was going to do a Halo map review today, but I didn't have the time, unfortunately, and I thought about doing some Minecraft, but I did that yesterday, so I figured I'd show you guys this nifty little sandbox game called Cube 2 Sauerbraten, and this is one of my favorite games. It's pretty cool. Options. Wait, hang on. Got that wrong. There's supposed to be an editing tab here somewhere. Oh, well, these are all the people who made the game. It's open source, by the way. Yes, go to http://sauerbraten.org. It is awesome. Yes, download the game, download the latest build. It's really cool. Just give me a moment to remember how to... Oh, yes. /new map. And that will get me here. Hooray! So, this is what the game looks like. We have a grenade launcher. So yeah, it's a first-person shooter. And it's pretty cool. But what's really amazing about it is that, like Minecraft, it works in 1 meter squared cubes by default, 1 meter cubed cubes. But if I hold down G and do the mouse wheel, if I mouse wheel up, my size gets bigger, my edit block size, and if I mouse wheel down, oops, I was pressing F. Anyway, if you press F, it will shorten blocks. And so, that's how the game works. But it is very, very awesome. And I'm pretty sure you guys can see that. Display. I'm gonna set my gamma to 100 so that I see it the way you guys are seeing it, because weird problems with thingy. Alright, but so here I am. And so, yeah, obviously this is really cool. And let's see what else. What can I build? So, I really like this game. I really use it mostly as a modeling program. But I use spaceships. Oh, and if you hold Q and move to the corner of your selection area and scroll wheel, it will... I'm not sure what this is called. Well, it's called something. But so you can do stuff like this. Like, you can do all sorts of stuff. I usually work with this size as a basic block, and then I go into this size for details, like this. Whoop! That was the wrong corner. So obviously my mouse is a little glitchy, and so let's fold these corners in. And in case it wasn't obvious, I'm making one of the random wall panels from Halo. And each scroll wheel in you do with holding Q brings you 1/8 of the way closer to the back of the block. So if you do Control C, you can copy. And then Control V to paste. And then if I select here and elongate that way, yeah, this game is kind of complicated, but it's pretty cool. And if I hold R and scroll wheel, then I can rotate it based on which face of the cube I'm looking at. So, if I press F2, which for me is FN F2 because I'm on a Mac, I can go into the texture browser. Now, all of the cool textures are on 9, 10, and 11, and I think there's a couple on 8, but I usually use the ones on 9, because this is where the Philip K and Track 5 textures are. So, Google Philip K and Track 5, because they're awesome texture artists. And I'm going to select this, which is sand, but I think it makes kind of an interesting wall panel. And it's looking a bit too regular for me, so... I think maybe instead of tan, I'll do it in gray. So I'm using a light gray cement texture. And if I press 0, all faces on. And I can hold Y and scroll wheel to go into another form of the texture browser. But the game really is awesome. I want to turn all faces off. And I'm going to head back to page 1. Oh, I love that. I love that texture. That's awesome. It's one of the Track 5 textures, and Track 5 textures are really good. So there, we got ourselves a quick little wall panel. Let's add a computer into it, a controller. So, Now there is a command that will let you move textures around and even make textures animated. I just have to remember what it is. V for virtual. You can also do V-rotate to rotate the textures, and the game is really awesome. I think there's a command list on the page, so you should check it out. So, just give me a moment to remember the commands. V shift. Okay, V shift doesn't work. It's not V shift. It's move. Okay. Okay. Offset. That's it. V offset. And you can do V offset 0 to recenter it. I want to go 50. Oh, almost. 60. 4. Yes, 64, because that's something. I don't know. And then down. Oops. Okay. Rotate. 1. Rotate 2. Rotate 3. 4. Alright, that isn't helping. So, I guess I won't be using that computer panel. This... There are some interesting computers here somewhere. Yes, here they are on 7. Philip K's computers. Let's run the offset 64 again. Ta-da! And now we have a computer panel in our little wall here. So, the game is pretty cool. And I have had quite a lot of practice with the game. But it's, like, totally awesome. Definitely check it out. You can build pretty much whatever you want. Game mode. Co-op edit. Now, I think there's a way to get to... Oh. Master window. Plain... Oh. Okay. Well, I'd like to show you some of the stuff I've already built, but I'm not sure. Actually, no, I know how. So I'm going to pause the recording and see you in a moment with a map I've already built. So I booted up an one of my random maps. So right here, I was working on a gigantic sculpture of the Master Chief, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, really low poly, maybe even, actually, it could be a lower poly than the actual game. Oh dear. But still kind of awesome. I'm just, using the Q on my edges here. That looks so much better. And if you're done editing something, if I do /save map, it will save the map. You'll have to give it a name first, but doing that /save map space, whatever you want to name it. But so, that's that. And over here, I think this is the retinal scanner from Half-Life, or maybe it's a button or something. I'm not sure what I was doing here, but it's pretty cool. And you do that by going into, I'm not sure what it's called on a Windows, probably application files or something. But if you're on a Mac, if you're running this game on a Mac, which I'm pretty certain very few people are, probably just me, you can go into a library application support, Sauerbraten, packages, base, and in there you'll find all your maps. And I'm really not sure where to find it on the Windows machine. Sorry for people who do use a Windows machine. And that's just about all the time I've got for this episode. And just enough time for a quick little rudimentary way of saying this game is awesome and you have to play it. That's bugging me. I have to fix this. And I just pop into the texture browser and use my black texture there. Ta-da! Very awesome. And I'm going to do that here too. Save map. Yeah, it would be a very good idea to save your stuff as frequently as possible, because believe me, I have lost far too many things to saving failures. So, like, I'm always paranoid about my saving now. But yeah, the game is pretty cool. I hope you have fun with it. I haven't got my Flickr account set up yet. But if you do, post some screenshots on a Flickr account and send me a link in the description or the discussion page on my channel, because that's where I am discussing things. And I guess that's it. So, thank you all so much for watching. I've been Duke, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have fun with your game/modeling program. Goodbye.